by the slide, DJ spinning, I said, my.
Rather than do just a bland portrait of Debbie Harry, I was interested in some kind of psychosis to give the picture some substance. What I've got here exhibits a lot of neuroses, so I don't want you to think that Miss Harry is like an involved lunatic or something like that. This is like just particular neuroses that I had to extract from her after a long conversation. Up here we have a cartoon characterization of Debbie Harry. Now, she has a phobia of being bound up and trapped under in a triangular shape. This has been an emotional situation that bothered her in dreams in one thing or another.
The central theme was the Ted Bundy experience.
She told me in the early 70s she was coming home from night clubbing at 3 or 4 in the morning by herself, walking the streets of New York, and a little white car pulled up to her and offered her a ride, and she flagged this character on.
This guy kept coming back and offering me a ride, and I said no. And he came back the third time, and I said, okay. And I got in the car, and the interior of the car had been totally stripped. It was just like the frame of a car. And I was sitting in this frame of a car with the windows rolled up with a guy that smelled really bad, and I couldn't get out.
She looked to the side of the window there, noticed it hadn't been rolled up all the way, and she reached through the window,
Squeezed my arm out that little crack in the window, and I opened the door from the outside.
popped the door open as the car was going around a corner, and tumbled out on the street.
I was sort of hanging from the door like this, and he spun around, and I flew out into the road in the middle of Houston Street.
And later she learns that she was a virtual prisoner to Theodore Bundy, the serial murderer.
I don't have these dreams anymore.
Since you started the paintings?
Yeah, and now I have also stopped aging. Yeah.
I don't pull out no stops or anything, but on this particular painting, I had Miss Harry's dignity to think about. I did have her keister showing here, say.
I really wouldn't have minded being portrayed sitting on a taco with no clothes on, but Robert's the gentleman.